Howdy y'all, it is Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. It's finally time for me to be able to review the Tau Codex. I was planning on doing this earlier this week and, it got leaked a little earlier and just didn't have a chance to. Things were just crazy. So finally get to sit down and really go through this to some extent, right? So let's go through, notice any big changes and point out any things and some thoughts. We're going to start, a lot of people have reviewed this and they don't seem to often start with, let's talk about the detachments because like, oh, this is just a bad data sheet. Well, you need to understand if it's a good or bad data sheet after reading the detachments, because otherwise you're not going to know. So we do have the greater good always of getting observer. So then we get +1 ballistic skill, and if they have the marker like keyword, we get to ignore cover. Okay, as long as we don't multi-target. Okay. All right. So let's go through and see what's changed about Kaoyun. It's still sustained hits 1 and 2. So from turn 3 onwards, they have sustained hits 1 all the time and sustained hits 2 if they're spotted for. Pretty awesome. So enhancements, Tau Exemplar of the Kaoyun. Let's see if there's any changes on any of these. Oh, where's my enhancements? I know they're in here. Hope they're in here. There we go. Example of the Kaoyun, doesn't seem like there's any changes there, so that's just the same as what we've had. Precision of the Patient Hunter. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty good. That would have been actually pretty good on another Crisis Suit team. Solid image projector instead of Pure Tide Ingram Neurochips. So Tau Empire model only. After both players have deployed their Tau army, select up 3 Tau Empire units from your army and redeploy them. When doing so, you can set those units up in strategic reserves you wish, regardless of how many units are already in strategic reserves. So if they have deep strike, that's pretty interesting. Okay, that's our one big change there. So instead of being able to use a stratagem again on another unit that turn, we have that. All right, so our stratagems. So we used to have... Oh my, they've like messed this all up. Okay. So Tempting Trap is completely new. We used to have stem injectors. So shooting phase. 1 Tau Empire unit from your army has not been selected to shoot this phase. Use the stratagem. You must also select one objective marker that is not in your opponent's deployment zone until the end of the marker. This is your trap objective marker. In fact, to the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes a ranged attack that targets enemy unit within range of your trap objective marker, add 1 to the wound roll. Can't use it during the first or second battle rounds. Point blank ambush we've already had, so that's good. Coordinate to engage, we've already had that. So it's kind of cool that you could target. I should have used that more. We just played a game and I should have used that. So then my thing that spotted for something else could then get the +1 ballistic skill and then ignore cover as well. Be pretty cool because then you could get both benefits for both of them. Anyway, Strike and Fade is gone. Photon Grenades is still here. Combat Embarkation is still there. So Wall of Mirrors in place of Strike and Fade, which really stinks because Strike and Fade is very useful. 1 CP, when end of your opponent's fight phase, 1 Stealth, Ghost Killer, Commander Shadow Sun unit from your army. Effect, remove your unit from the battlefield and place it into strategic reserves. Restrictions, you cannot target a unit that's within engage or range of 1 or more enemy units. So, end of your opponent's fight phase. That's weird. So then you're very limited on that. Very limited. So, Mont Ka, let's talk through this. Let's talk through Mont Ka. During the first, second, and third battle rounds, ranged weapons equipped by Tau Empire models from your army have the lethal hits ability. Well, the unit is guided. See, for the greater good, its ranged weapons have the assault ability as well. Which is funny because if you advance, because it would happen, now I understand why it's all a problem. So you advance inside your movement phase and then you spot before you fire in the shooting phase. Then you'd be like, now I have assault, but I didn't. So how does that work? That's really weird timing. They got to fix that. So let's go through the enhancements. Exemplar of the Mont Ka. By the way, I like the detachment rule of lethal hits. That's really crazy because first, second, third rounds is where you really want to hit hard, and guaranteeing some hits, especially with like cyclic ion blasters and legends, home games. this could get nasty because all of a sudden it's not sustained hits, but your shots could have just, even against tanks. Like there's a 6, it's going through, period. Pretty crazy. All right. Exemplar of the Montcaw, talent per model only. No Crute Shaper. While the bear is leading a unit, the killing below a detachment rule applies to that unit during the 4th battle round as well. Okay, so you could get it during the 4th as well. That's kind of cool. Strike swiftly. Tau Empire model only at the start of the battle. Before any moves are made using the Scout's ability, you can select up to 2 friendly Tau Empire units within 6 inches of the bearer that do not have the Scout's ability. Until the end of the battle, all models in the selected units have the Scout's 6 ability. Wow. This is fast. Dang. Strategic Conqueror, Tau Empire model only. At the start of the first battle round, before the first turn begins, select one objective marker on the battlefield. While a friendly Tau Empire model is within range of that objective marker, and the bear is on the battlefield at 1 to that friendly model's objective control characteristic. That's really terrible. I mean, unless you're just tied, that's just terrible. All right, we're gonna adjust a little bit here because this is crazy. We need to talk through this a bit. Okay, coordinated exploitation. Let's town per mile audibly, excluding Crute Shaper. While the bear's leading unit, each time that unit is an observer unit until the end of the phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in their guided unit have the sustained hits 1 ability while targeting their spotted unit. So we can even get... Wow. So you put it on your ones that are trying to spot for things and give them sustained hits 1. Good grief. On top of lethal hits? Whoo, boy. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Here is our stratagems. Pinpoint counteroffensive. 1 any phase, 1 Tau Empire unit, excluding Crute Shaper, Crute units, that was just destroyed. You can use the stratagem on that unit even though it was just destroyed until the end of the battle. Each time a Tau Empire unit from your army makes an attack, except for Crute, targets the enemy unit that just destroyed your unit, you can reroll a hit roll. Cool. So you could really take something down. Aggressive mobility in your movement phase. 1 Tau Empire unit from your army that has not been selected to move the phase. Till the end of the phase, if your unit advances, do not make an advance roll for it. Instead, you get to move 6. Period. Nice. Focused Fire, start of your shooting phase. 2 Tau Empire units from your army that have not been selected to shoot this phase, and 1 enemy unit. Interesting. Till the end of the phase, each time a model in either of your units makes an attack, it can only target that enemy unit, and only if it is an eligible target for that attack. When resolving that attack, improve the AP by 1. You cannot use the stratagem during the 4th or 5th battle round. So sweet. Man, that's a great one. So we have that in Kaoyun anyway, and it's only within 9 inches. This is good. This is good. Okay, combat debarkation. Disembark from a transport. This turn until the end of the phase. Each time a model in your unit makes an attack that targets the closest enemy unit, you can roll the wound roll. Is that the exact same? Combat debarkation. That's interesting. Embarkation. Okay, so it is different. So you can get back on with Kaoyun, and this is, you get out, you can reroll the wound roll. Nasty. Pulse Onslaught, 2 CPs. When you're shooting phase, 1 Tau Empire infantry unit, excluding Crute. If your army is just shot, 1 enemy unit, excluding monster deals hit by 1 or more of those attacks until the end of your opponent's next turn. That enemy unit is shaken. When the unit is shaken, -2 from its move, and advances and charge rolls made for it. Yeah, we have the Hazard XV9s that do this already as legends, but anyway, whatever. Counterfire defense systems, 2 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. You target 1 Tau Empire unit from your army that's selected as a target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks until the end of the phase. Each time an attack is allocated to units, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of the attack. That's nasty. Nah, that's really nasty. It's still the end of the phase. Subtract 1 from the damage. Man, that's big. Counterfire defenses. That's awesome. Retaliation Cadre. This is like your Crisis Suit one, but honestly, I think Montcaw is better than this and faster. But anyway, just a thought. So it's bonded heroes each time a Tau Empire battlesuit model, so that is Riptides, Ghost Kills, that kind of stuff too, makes a ranged attack that it targets a unit within 12 inches. Improve the strength of the attack by 1. If it targets a unit within 6, improve the AP by 1 as well. It's just so close quarters. That's so dangerous. Because if you just happen to not get him, then you're going to deal with something that's probably trying to charge you anyway. Enhancements, Pure Tide Ingram Neuro Chip. It's a battle suit model only. Once per turn, you can target the bear's unit with a stratagem, even if you've already targeted. Isn't that... They just move stuff around, didn't they? Yep. Pure Tide Ingram Neuro Chip. Yep, they just moved it. Starflare Ignition System, Tau, battlesuit model only. At the end of your opponent's turn, if the bearer's unit is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units, you can remove that unit from the battlefield and place it in its strategic reserves. That's really cool, actually. That is really cool, because it can get you out of a situation. At the end of your opponent's turn, though. Not that good. I don't know. Internal Grenade Racks, battlesuit model only. Bearer has a grenades keyword, and each time the bearer ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit that it moved over during that move. Okay. If you do roll 6d6s for each 4+, the enemy's unit suffers 1 more wound. That's awesome. You just have to touch, like fly over and just touch their model base slightly with the move, and then move back, and then just unload. Prototype weapon system, Tower Empire battlesuit model only. Each time the bearer is selected to shoot, select either the lethal hits or sustain hits 1 ability. Until those attacks resolve, range weapons equipped by the bearer have the selected ability. It's just that model. That's not that good. Prototype weapon system. I guess you could put on like a Riptide. That'd be pretty cool. All right, the stratagems here. There's stim injectors. We don't need to talk about that. From it's a feel no pain 6-up for battle suits. It's just not very good. It's 1 CP for a thing that's maybe might get you 1 or 2 wounds on a massive damage. But anyway, failsafe detonator, 2 CPs. Oof. Any phase just after a Tower Empire battlesuit model from your army is destroyed. Target the destroyed model's unit. You can use a stratagem on that unit even if it's destroyed. Effect before removing your model from play. If it has the deadly demise ability, do not roll for the ability. Instead, you can choose whether the result of that is a 1 or a 6. If your model does not have the deadly demise ability, roll 1d6 for each unit within 6 inches of it. On a 4+, that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. Weird. That's really weird. If that result of that roll is a 1 or a 6, so you can go, okay, I don't want it to explode, or I do. Okay, I got you. That's cool. But honestly, if it doesn't have the deadly demise on a 4+, I mean, obviously the 1 or 6 is guaranteed, but a 4+ is still 50-50 shot instead of a 1 and 6. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Weird. All right, stim injectors, yeah, that's feel no pain. Shortened blade, 2 CPs. This is expensive. Your movement phase, 1 Tower Empire battlesuit that is arriving using deep strike abilities phase. Your unit can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that's more than 3 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. You can't charge. Nice. That's really, really powerful. It's just you're really close. The Erican Protocol. Sorry, some of these are a little harder to see because they're just a bit blurry. Battlesuit from your army. Basically, that's all this is. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack that targets an enemy unit that contains 6 or more models, that attack has a sustain hits 1 ability. If that attack has sustain hits 2 if they target 11 or more. Okay, that's cool. Torchstar Gamut, shooting phase, battlesuits that can fly, whose attacks have been resolved this phase. If your unit is not within engaged range of 1 or more enemy units, it can make a normal move. If it does, you cannot declare a charge this turn. Okay, cool. Basically, fire and fade. With Grav Inhibitor, field. Your opponent's charge phase just after an enemy unit is declared charge. Battlesuit. The enemy unit must immediately take a battle shock test. You must roll 1d6 for each model in that enemy unit. For each 6, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Oh, so after they've selected you for a charge. So you can like say, okay, you're still going to be able to get in here possibly, but I'm going to make sure it's not as easy for you to do stuff. Okay. Recruit Hunting Pack. Oh boy, here we go. So, this is so frustrating. Just because recruit, whatever. Just recruit. Each time a recruit model from your Hunter's Instincts. The recruit model from your army makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll if the target of the attack is below starting strength, and add 1 to the wound roll as well if the target is below half strength. That sounds really cool, but it's only like recruit stuff. So, Skirmish Fighters also. So they have 2 detachment rules. Actually, technically 3. Recruit models from your army have a 6+ invulnerable save against melee attacks and a 5+ invulnerable save against ranged attacks. That's really massive of an update. And that's what really has driven me nutty is the fact that people have been like, oh, recruit are just terrible, and then they won't read this first. It's like, you have to understand this because it's like, oh, they're so squishy because they don't have an invuln save. And then if you read this, like, actually, they all do. And that's so frustrating that nobody's reading that. It doesn't make them necessarily that good, because my understanding is their models and their units and stuff aren't very good. But still, they are much more survivable than you think. And then Kroot Carnivores become battle line. Cool. Kroot Hawk Flock. Kroot model only. Range weapons equipped by the models in that unit have ignore cover. If they had a lot of AP, that might be really good. And enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12. That's huge. That's good. Nomadic Hunter. Kroot Trail Shipper model only. The bearer is leading a unit. Add 3 inches to the move characteristics of the models in that unit. And range weapons equipped by those have the assault ability. Nice. Should have say assault keyword, but whatever. I guess abilities. No, that works. It's free. Yeah. Okay. Root Carved Weapons. Kroot War Shaper again. Model only. All weapons equipped by the bearer have the precision and devastating wounds ability. Well, that's fun. But it's only the bearer, so never mind. It's terrible. Borthrod Gland. Kroot Flesh Shaper only. While the bearer is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee hit, melee attack, and unmodified hit roll of 5 plus scores a critical hit. So depending on the weapons, that could be really good, because it is for the whole unit. It's good. Okay, so stratagems. 2 CP join the hunt. Any phase. 1 Kroot Infantry or Kroot Hounds. Add a new unit to your army identical to your destroyed unit. Strategic reserves as starting strength. And you can't return the characters. Cool. Resurrection stuff, just to have more spawning, as though it's like just an army that just keeps coming. It's cool. Trap Well Laid. Shooting phase or fight phase. Kroot unit. It's going to be basically that for everything. After your unit has resolved its attacks this phase, select one enemy unit that was hit by one or more of those attacks. Till the end of the phase, each time a Kroot model from your army makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, unless the attacking unit is battle shocked, improve the AP by 1. Okay, that's cool. So you get some more AP. Nice. EMP grenades. Just after an enemy vehicle unit is selected to shoot or fight in your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase. Target 1 Kroot grenades unit from your army within 8 inches of that enemy vehicle. Till the end of phase, worsen the weapon skill and ballistic skill characters to that enemy vehicle unit weapon by 1. That's alright. It's not bad. Grizzly Feast. Kroot unit. Everything within 6 of the opponent must take a battle shock test, and that unit taking that test will have strength strike 1 from that. They don't have to take any more battle shock tests in the same phase. Interesting. In the fight phase. Weird. Okay, Guerrilla Warriors. That Kroot unit. Your movement phase just after a Kroot unit from your army falls back until the end of the turn. Your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge. Until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge. Oh. So you can fall back and shoot and then charge again. That's really cool. That's good. That's a really good one. Hidden Hunters, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit select its targets. A Kroot unit from your army that was selected as the target of 1 or more of the attacking units attacks. Till the end of the phase, your unit can only be selected as the target of a ranged attack if the attacking model is within 12, so you can hide them. That's really good. All right, so let's check out what has changed. We'll try to move a little faster through some of this. Shadow Sun doesn't look like anything. They moved the invuln save up to the top because it's all on one page, which is fantastic. Oh, it's so much better. So much better. Good deal. It must be your warlord. Yep, that's all. That's all good. Fletchet launcher, 2 high energy fusion blasters, slight missile pod. Yeah. Won't need to go through very much of this, I don't think. Good. Advanced Guardian, Command Link Drone, Hero of the Empire, as we talked about. We're good. Yeah. She looks identical. So no changes there. That's nice. We don't have to mess with her. Cool. Commander Farsight. I'm not sure what would have changed. Plasma Rifle. I wonder if that range has changed. We have the Short Blade, Pure Tides Teachings. Add 1 to the wound roll within 9 inches. I don't know because I don't have him, but it's funny. You can't include any ethereal units, and now we literally just have a generic ethereal now. So Commander Farsight's basically in charge. It's kind of silly. Cool. High energy, high intensity plasma rifle. It's 2 up ballistic skill. It's okay. He actually has a weapon for melee. It's kind of cool. Alright, anyway. Commander in Enforcer battle suit. So I think the big thing just to note here that I'm aware of is, first off, shields. Okay, so the Commander Enforcer battle suit. Let's see. Whilst leading a unit, Enforcer Commander, each time a ranged attack targets the unit, worsen the armor penetration characters to attack by 1. So that's good. Here's where it gets crazy. First off, down in the bottom section, you'll notice up top, plasma rifles are down to 18 inches. They're just not any good. No special abilities, no twin link, nothing. It's terrible. So anyway. The model's burst cannon can be replaced with one of the following, so you can choose literally any weapon. But notice the cyclic ion blaster, shield generator, weapon support system, you'll have the asterisk. This model cannot have duplicates of these pieces of equipment. So for war gear, you only get one cyclic ion blaster ever. And then drone rules. And so this model can be equipped with up to 2 of the following and can take duplicates. So you can have duplicates of the drones for the commanders. But then if we go over to the other thing, it says this model can be equipped with up to 3 of the following and take duplicates. So you can take duplicates: fusion, plasma, missiles. What do you take? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Cyclic ion blasters would be your first choice for things. Not the air bursting fragmenter projector ever. Burst cannon, no. So if you're going to take a burst cannon, take a plasma. At least it hits harder. But fusion blaster maybe, but it's so close range, and then the missiles just have very little AP. It's so hard. It's just so hard. Commanders are just going to be rough to use. I like the AP down dealio. That's good. I like that, but that's about it for the Commander Enforcer. Okay. So there's that Cadre Fireblade. I don't think there's anything that changed on him. Yep, you can just take everything. He's good. I'm glad some things just stayed the same. Hover drones. Breacher team, striker team. To get 5 feel no pain 5 up ability. I forgot about that. I do like that. Then your command phase roll a d6 and a 4 up. You gain 1 CP. I'd like to put him with a strike team. We'll look at those soon. It's Commander and Cold Star battle suit. Cold Star Commander, while this model is leading unit, models that unit have a move characteristic of 12 inches and assault ability. That's fine. It's all the same there. So the limitation is just, again, 1 cyclic. And then you could have 3 other weapons. I forgot Tile Flamers too. It's ignore cover and torrent. What does torrent do? I can't remember what torrent does. You ever have that where you just totally forget, Warhammer 40k torrent? Why do I not remember that one? Somebody in chat, if they're watching this, would be like, duh, torrent. I just don't know if I've ever used a weapon that has torrent, actually. Most of my stuff just doesn't have it. Necrons don't really have it. I think maybe one thing. Torrent weapons auto hit. Oh, so I do have Imhotep the Stormlord. That's what does it. Okay. Auto hit and ignores cover. You have no AP. It's so funny that it ignores cover, which it doesn't need to anyway. So it's just D6 of guaranteed. It's still not a good weapon either. I don't know. Can be attached to the different crisis suit teams. So the Legends Cyclic Boys can't ever have this anymore? Cool. Just cool. It just keeps getting weirder. Anyway. Dark Strider. Had one in the world. That's cool. I don't have him yet, but because he only goes with Pathfinders, that's why. I don't see any use for him. Strike Team did have a change. Suppression Volley is the change, and that's really an interesting thing there. Any number of Fire Warrior models can each have their pulse rifle replaced with 1 pulse carbine. It's like, why wouldn't you take the pulse rifle? Because it's rapid fire 1, so you have longer range, and then when they get within 15, you get double shots. I'd rather have the extra 10 inches just to make sure. It's interesting. But suppression while in your shooting phase, after this unit has shot, select one enemy infantry unit hit by one or more of those attacks until the starting externalist unit is on the battlefield. That enemy unit is suppressed. While a unit is suppressed, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Fantastic. Like, that's really useful because the old strike team, what did it have? Cover fire. It could fire Overwatch on a 4-up, but why would you fire Overwatch with this? It's so dumb. It's just bad. Okay. Load 17 more images. What's going on here? Okay. Strike team is good. Breacher team. Reroll the win roll. Yeah, it's all the same there. Looks good. Pulse blaster shotguns, man. Tell you what, things are so good. So good. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yep, nothing there. Crisis Sunforged battle suits. Okay, so we've already talked a little bit about these, but some things to notice. They're equipped with 2 fusion blasters and battlesuit fits, so you can't switch them. And they can be equipped with any number of the 2 of the following, but cannot take duplicates. So you can get a gun drone, a marker drone, and shield drone. You can't have 2 shield drones anymore. Notice also somebody actually said they don't have shield generators anywhere, and I'm like, yes, they do. Pay attention. They just don't say it on this data sheet, but it has a 4-up invuln save. How did you get that? Shield generators. Who has shield generators? The Crisis Sunforged battlesuits. They just don't have it on here. The only ability they now have, as far as a special thing, is Sunforge. Each time a ranged attack made by a model in this unit is allocated to a monster vehicle, you can roll the wound roll and reroll the damage roll. But we lost an extra weapon. We only have 2 weapon hardpoints, and on this we have a shield generator. So we actually have 3 things being equipped. This is actually the best of the crisis suits because it actually has survivability with the 4-up invuln save and can reroll wound rolls and damage rolls with those fusion blasters, but it's going to have to get super close. Yikes, right? Yikes. Okay, so fire knife. It's missile pods or plasma rifles, and the plasmas are down from 24 to 18 again. Apparently that was a thing a while back. And fire knife, each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. If that attack targets units at its starting strength, you can reroll the hit roll instead. That's really cool. Weapon support system. So again, it's just built into this, because you notice that there's no 4-up invuln save, so it doesn't have the shield generator. These guys are going to be squishy as heck. Weapon support system, each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, you can ignore any or all modifiers to hit roll. That's really cool, but you can mix and match plasma rifles, missile pods, but like missile pods way better range, but only -1 AP, 2 damage. Plasma rifles just way too close and less attacks, no special abilities going on. It's just weird. It's so weird. And notice you can only have 3 in each of these. It's not 6 anymore, it's just 3. They really apparently were very upset about crisis suits and just wanted to say, nope, you can't take them anymore. So definitely magnetize everything because this is just dumb. It's just dumb. Anyway, what do I know? Yeah. So they're equipped with burst cannon, Tau Flamer, Battlesuit Fist, and you can replace either one. So you could get a burst cannon with no AP, 4 shots, and 1 damage for 18 inches, or a Tau Flamer that ignores cover and torrent, but it has a D6 of shots, so you don't know. Less strength, no AP, 1 damage too. Whatever. No invuln save. See again. Where's the shield generator? This one doesn't have it. Star Scythe. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, excluding attacks that target monsters and vehicles, so anti-infantry, improve the armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. So you do get -1 AP, but covers everywhere. So, and these are allowed to fall back and shoot. So they have the battle suit support system. This is so stupid of customization. It's bad. It's just bad, people. Don't believe it. Okay, Star Scythe back again. I don't know why. Okay, Ghost Keel. What's different here? Nothing. It's just awesome. Ghost Keels for the win. Am I right? Am I right? Recruit Trail Shaper has a recruit rifle with upper fire 1. Not good ballistic skill, strength, no AP. You can have it somewhat from their stratagem stuff, but Infiltrators, Leader, Scout 7, Stealth. What does this equip into? Recruit Carnivores, Recruit Farstalkers. Okay. Shaper's Blade, Melee 4, 2-up weapon skill. Nice, but no damage. Trail finding once per turn when enemy unit ends a normal advance fallback move within 9 inches of this model's units. It's not within engagement range of one or more. You can make a normal move up to d6 inches, so you can escape or get closer to block. Crude ambush after both players have deployed their armies and determined, whoa, who has the first turn. You can redeploy this model's unit and one other friendly Crute unit. When doing so, any of those units can be placed in strategic reserves. Nice, regardless of how many are already there. But they're infiltrators and scout 7. That's crazy. So you could scout from the back, or you could just infiltrate. Crute Warshaper. 7-inch movement up there. They're like the exact same. Yeah, because they all go in the same thing. I see it. Interesting. Dart bow and tri-blade. Why would it have a tri-blade? That's anti-infantry, 3+ assault heavy. Dex D3 +1, no AP again though. 20 French range or Crute pistol. Okay. Blade stave and prey hook, lethal hits down there on the melee. That's pretty cool. Oh, this model's dart bow and tri-blade can be replaced with a blade stave. Gotcha. So you have to choose if you're taking the blade stave and prey hook or the dart bow tri-blade. Interesting. War leader once per battle round. 1 unit from your army with this ability can be targeted with a stratagem for 0 CP. Nice. Root of Honor. Once per battle at the start of any phase, you can select one friendly Crute unit that is battle shocked and within 12 inches of this model. They're no longer battle shocked. That's actually pretty decent. It's just the lack of AP unless you use a stratagem is just going to be rough. But granted, he would make that potential 0 if it's probably not a battle tactics just because. Flesh Shaper, same groups, yeah. Scattergun, no AP there. Twin Ritualistic Blades, that's funny. Some AP on that. They get up in melee, they can actually do something maybe to smaller things. It's just they have no anti-tank so far. It's very interesting. Ritual Butchery. While this model is leading unit, melee weapons equipped by models that unit have the same hits 1. Nice. Rise of Feasting. While this model is leading unit, models in that unit have the Feel No Pain 6-up ability. If the unit destroys 1 or more enemy units in the fight phase until the end of the battle, models in that unit have the Feel No Pain 5-up. But we already get a Feel No Pain partially anyway. It's just kind of interesting that that's really weird. I guess you'd have this ability if you wanted to use him outside of just the Crute detachment, so I get that. Okay. This doesn't go into anything. It's just by himself. Weird. Lone Spear. I mean, I get that he'd be by himself with that name, but Bone Operative Scout 7 Stealth. That's cool. Look at those weapons. Blast Javelin. Crute Long Gun. Okay. -2 AP on all this? What's going on here? Only 1 attack though. Jeez. -1 AP on Hunting Javelin and Calamandra's Bite. Extra attacks. Oh, cool. Yeah, melee's not too bad here. Advanced scouting. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that hits an enemy unit until the end of the turn. Each time another Crute model from your army makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, you can reroll a hit roll. Nice. Fire and Fade. In your shooting phase, this model is shot. It's not in engagement range. You can make a normal move up to 6 inches. Can't charge afterwards. Cool. Crute Carnivores. Lots of different weapon options up top with 0 AP. One of them, Carbine, has 2 damage. It's the only one shot though. Interesting. 1 Crute Carnivores crew often be faced with a Tangle Bomb launcher. That's funny. It's not that good. 9 to 19 Crute Carnivores and 1 Long Quill, so 20. Crute Pistol, Crute Rifle. That's so crazy. Crute Carnivores are equipped with Crute Rifles. Scout 7 and Stealth. It's a lot of Scout 7s. It's pretty dope. Crew Tuxedo, Scout 7. Yeah. Field crafting into your command phase. If this unit is within range of an objective marker you control, the objective marker remains under your control, even if you have no models within range of it until your opponent controls it at the start of or end of any turn. Okay. And you can attach 2 leader units to it instead of 1 bodyguard. Oh, those leaders are not duplicates. You can attach 2 warshapers to it. The leader units become separate. How many wounds does 6 have? 3. Okay. 6 up saves. Whoa. Did not notice that. This is why I haven't bought Crute. Even with the Field No Pains, that's still going to just go down because they're not going to have any saves other than Field No Pains. Anything with the AP that sees them. Jeez. Crutox Riders. Repeater Cannon, 36 inches. Okay. 2 inch. 1 to 3 of them. They have the Repeater Cannon. The Tango Gun Cannon. It's blast and heavy. Otherwise, Rapid Fire 2, looks like. Okay. Crutox Fists, extra attacks. That's funny. So you get like 6 attacks in close combat with one of them having AP. Oh, excuse me. Tried to have like a hiccup burp. Ugh, that hurts. Crute Packmates. Once per turn in your opponent's shooting phase, when a friendly Crute infantry unit within 6 inches of the unit is selected as the target to attack, one unit from your army with this ability can use it. If it does, after the enemy unit is finished making attacks, the unit with this ability can shoot it for your shooting phase, but when resolving this attack, it can only target the unit that shot that enemy unit. You can do some cool stuff, but you'd have to be able to see it, and assuming they didn't just target these. Crutox Rampagers. Well, they have a Crute Pistol and Hunting Javelin. 12-inch range, no AP, 1 damage. Meh. Hunting Blades. Okay. Lance. I think you get a bonus, from charging with Lance. Man, I haven't seen Lance on anything either in a long time. What is that? Gosh. On the turn that a unit charges any weapons with the Lance ability, have +1 wound. Cool. That's ridiculous. Here, let's expand just slightly. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Might as well make it as big as we can, right? So we can see it. Oh, my. Crute Line Breakers. Extra attack, sustain hits 1. There's 7 attacks on that. That's crazy. Okay. You send this unit ends a charge move. Select one enemy unit within engaged range of it, then roll a d6 for each model in that unit that is within engaged range of that enemy unit. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. If 1 or more enemy models are destroyed as a result of those mortal wounds, the enemy unit must take a battle shock test. That enemy unit. Wow. 3 to 6. If you can keep these alive, they do have a 5-up save. Crutox Riders have 5-up too. 2 OC. Interesting. Huh. That's really actually pretty cool. I like that. Not bad. Crute Hounds. No OC. Ripping Fangs. Scouts. 7 stealth. Loping Pounce at the start of command phase. If this unit is within 6 inches of 1 or more friendly Crute infantry units until the end of the turn, this unit is eligible to declare a charge on a turn in which it advanced. Dang. And then Hunting Hounds with units on 12 inches of 1 or more friendly Crute character models as the objective control characters of the model is 1. Aha. There it is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, those are pretty good. 5 to 10. Not bad. Crute Firestalkers. Oh my gosh, I'm bored of these now. Okay, good grief. What am I looking at? 1 Killbroker, 9 Crute Firestalkers, 2 Crute Hounds. So you just have Crute Hounds join this thing? Oh, this is so silly. I like how they say they're simplifying things and you see this stuff. Like, this is not simple. This is terrible. I just don't even want to read it. It's so much junk. It's basically the same stuff with different names. Just name it the same thing. Bounty Hunters. At the start of the battle, select 1 unit from your opponent's army. Each time model in this unit makes an attack that targets the unit. This attack has lethal hits and precision ability. Cool. Warrior's abilities. Pekra. Range weapons equipped by the bearer's unit has the ignore cover ability. When you don't have any AP or you have AP -1, this is just pointless, right? It's barely useful of anything. I guess AP -1 actually then gets to have AP -1. Tau Tech Rifle. Rapid fire one. It has no AP. It's so stupid. Tau Tech Rifle. This is just too complicated. It's so stupid. It's way too much. Piranhas. Let's see here. Try to finish up these things. Anything 18, 12, 48, 20. Drone harassment, 1 to 3 piranhas. Piranha burst cannon, twin pulse carbines. Yeah, it's basically the same. Nothing changed here. That's what cracks me up here. And 2 seeker missiles, which why wouldn't you? Okay, cool. Broadsides, my favorite. Now that I've played Tau twice, really, I love the broadsides. Been building my armory for a long time and finally actually get to play them. 60, 30, 48. Yep. Plasma rifles are 18. Crud. I don't know what to do with that. I'm probably just going to keep them on there. It's just a backup. If something gets close, fine, I will unload. But they can take duplicates of the drones. I'm sorry. Why can't crisis suits do this? What is wrong with crisis suits having duplicate drones? Why? If broadsides can do it, why? Plus they can take missile drones. Y'all are so dumb. GW dumb. You just dumb. Nothing else is here on this. Yeah. So stupid. Come on, people. Huh. Just that makes me mad. There's nothing changed here. Riptide. Riptide. They have the 4 invuln save. It was so cheap. It's so good for what it is. Yep. Plasma goes down, which I just used the missile system anyway on it for some reason. I think it was just to make sure the range was further out. Because, okay, side note. Yeah, twin spar missiles is just better for the range because you don't want anything close to your riptides. Nothing changed here. Nope. I do find it funny that these don't get drones. Kind of weird. It's whatever. It's all good. Hammerhead gunship. Didn't get to use those yet. This is very blurry. My goodness. 18, 60, 72, 48, 20, 30. Doesn't look like anything changed for them. Armor Hunter, targeting array. It's all good. Skyray is a marker light. I forgot to always look at this. Yeah, if you observe, you can't become guided as well. Unfortunate, but Skyray. Hammerhead's pretty ridiculous. Okay, Skyray looks... Nothing changed. It's just like they just were upset about the poor... I don't know. I'm just frustrated right now. Hammerhead gets seeker missiles too. Skyray has its own seeker missiles basically. Yeah, seeker missile rack, so you get 3 shots every turn of pure devastation. So you guess you could spot for somebody else, and then very interesting. Very interesting. The targeting array is pretty ridiculous too. See anything change there? Devilfish, 18, 48, 20, 30. Rapid deployment. Okay. Razor Shark, I don't know anything about those. Don't really care. Storm Surge, I hadn't checked. I don't think I ever printed its card yet. I don't think there's any changes. I don't think I didn't have a Storm Surge when I first printed everything. But with a lag it. Reroll the hit roll, that's good. Yeah, I don't think I have it. Probably no changes anyway because I don't care. It's just like it's fine. That's it. And which weapon would you take for the Storm Surge? I think the better one's the shorter one, which is the Pulse Blast Cannon. It's not as long range because it has Destroy Missiles built in, which is just one shot, but really strong shot. But the Pulse Blast Cannon, it's like when you look at the range, it's like, okay, 2440, that's not very good. But because the Pulse Driver Cannon has 72-inch range with D6 plus 3 shots. So minimum 4, maximum 9. It's like, that is pretty good. Strength 12 minus 3 AP, 3 damage. Or it's so hard because if you keep moving it forward, you could eventually, with the Pulse Blast Cannon, get the 24-inch range with 2 shots. 4 up. 24 strength, minus 6 AP, 12 damage. Those are 2 shots if they connect. I mean, it's just something's gone. Whereas the other's 6 shots. It's a little bit less AP, but more damage than the Pulse Driver Cannon. I don't know. I like the Pulse Driver Cannon too. I might use the Pulse Driver Cannon better because that 72-inch range is just disgusting. Because you can just keep stuff at bay. You're not going to hurt it really heavily. But you're going to plink it for damage over and over again. It's just hard because it's like, which one do you really want? I don't know. I love how it has rockets. They have no AP. Just weird. So, yeah, I do know Vespids are still in there. And is it the Wall? But we lost Anva. We lost, obviously, our Crisis Battlesuit initial thing. We're going to lose Anva Anshi. What else are we losing? It's the drone detachment. And there's something else, too. But overall, I think Tau is still very playable, but I think the Crisis Suits are just super lame now. Thankfully, I still play at home and play Legends, but I don't know if I can equip a commander to them anymore because those commanders now don't go in the Crisis Suit team. So I guess the Cyclics won't be as strong in a way, but you can still take 6 of them with 3 each and a shield generator. So they're still good, but it's just kind of a weird whole thing. And now having played just a Crisis Suit team with 3 of them and a Cold Star Commander, it was pretty devastating and impressive what they were putting out. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about it. Overall, I think Kaoyun I still like, Montka I still like, Retaliation I don't, and Kroot's stuff just don't care. I don't think the Kroot do enough damage to really justify it being used. They're not going to be able to stop any vehicles. They're just not. So, yeah, that's my thoughts, I think, overall on the Codex that's been leaked. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out, talking through this. It's a big thing, but it's important to kind of evaluate what we've got here, because what we've got here is pretty weird in ways. Just weird. Yeah. Thank goodness for Legends. We can just play stuff we want to play. Have fun at home and mess around with the things that let us actually still customize stuff. I really think the Crisis Suit change is a really derpy thing. Because we lost a weapon, so you can only equip 2 weapons instead of 3. We lost any customization other than 2 weapons at most. It's just a bad system. It's sad. They've just messed with those. So anyway, I think that's the biggest thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, which attachment are you going to use for Tau? Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, y'all.